7 deadly sins, 7 ways to win, 7 holy paths to hell, and your trip begins. 7 downward slopes, 7 bloodied hopes, 7 are your burning fires, 7 your desires.
Ooh.
Welcome to 7th podcast of a 7th podcast.
On
Not another goddamn podcast.
But it is another goddamn podcast.
It is. We're just jumping on the fucking bandwagon.
And we're trying a new thing tonight. If it's not working, let us know. We're trying to get the chat up and running too, so we can look at that. But right now we're just looking straight on at y'all. Hopefully, if my ass is in the frame. And you'll probably tell me if I'm not, if you're out there. But anyway, it's been about a week since we've done one of these, and we just we felt like we'd come on here and goof around with you guys a little while. We didn't really advertise this. This is just kind of a spur of the moment thing. We sort of planned it, but we sort of didn't. But anyway, you know, we're just kind of winging it, and we're just seeing how it goes, basically. And you know, if it's working, let us know. Uh-oh, something went wrong with the video. That's what it says upon our end here. What's it say here? I don't know. It says it's working.
Let me refresh it.
Huh. Yeah, okay, now we figured it out. Here, we're back.
Okay, cool.
We just had a moment. That's
all.
all.
Yeah, alright.
So, what we got here? We got Carol on, we got Cora on, we got Brian. Yo!
Hi-yo! Ha ha ha.
Lee, you need to come this way.
Yeah, I think because I think I was over there looking at something. Yeah, we're just trying to get everything stationed first off.
Yeah, we're basically you know how we are. We're literally winging this.
We're trying to find the hole in a dark night.
We're musicians. We're not podcasters. This is just some bullshit we do for fun.
We're a bunch of goofy pricks.
Yeah. We had Brandon on here last week. That went really well.
Yes, it did. Remember, Honey Pie, I still have your earphones. I'm so sorry about that. I told the motherfucker I didn't have them, and then I was straightening up my shit.
Liar!
I told him I was a liar and a thief, you know, so there's that. And,
Lame.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Alright, folks, I don't know if...
Oh, that reminds me. I had a thing for you, and I walked off without it, and I suck.
What is it?
It's from Corey.
Oh, you... Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I got it, though. It's in my possession.
Well, good, because, man, when he sent me that picture and showed it to me, I was like...
I have to bring it by maybe tomorrow or next time I'm up here this way. I'm up here to pick up Allie all the time, so... Well,
and to answer Jack's question, I'm probably going to need my goddamn glasses.
Yeah, I know.
Do you see them motherfuckers anywhere?
I do not see them. We're old guys. We're
Jeez, I'm blind as a motherfucker.
Glasses. We don't know what the hell we're doing. I can call it up over here too, so we can sort of follow it.
I'm blind Melon Chitlin. I'm going downtown, go see my good.
We need we definitely need a tech person. That's what we really need.
JB!
Yeah, that's what we need. We need somebody to yell at and fix it.
Yeah, why can't Joe Rogan rent us Jamie?
Stuart Smith
or
as well as that Hulk. Oh, hey, we're getting greetings to the Hulk.
Yeah, well.
Oh, it shows that I'm watching. Okay, that's cool. I'm in the
chat. Jack asked me when I find my glasses, folks, because I don't want to keep leaning over.
We're getting some love for Brandon on the chat. That's cool.
Yes.
Brandon was very cool.
Yes.
And that motherfucker knows his heavy metal and his black metal especially.
Well, what was real sad, man, it was real sad because he looked at me and he said we were talking so much and we all had such a good time with each other. He's like, I didn't get a fucking chance to talk about thrash metal or you know, the transition of speed and thrash into what black metal is today.
Hi, D.
And I told him, I said, you know, we're gonna do more of these.
Yeah, I mean,
and
it's
you
not
know,
the last shot.
you can be a reoccurring person, and we can put you on again, because we're gonna have more people. But just like I said, our schedules are so hectic right now with so much shit going on, and I'm not gonna waste your all's time telling you my woes and troubles, because kind of like what I did with Super War, with the toy zombies and shit. I'm trying to lighten people's burdens. And if you're looking at my dumbass and listen to us, listen to this handsome bastard and this ugly fuck run their mouths, you're not worrying about your day so much. And if you are worrying about it, someone out there with you is suffering and feels your pain. So, you know, but I want to try to sly away from that and shy away from that. But believe me, how life fucks you in the ass,
so does us all.
Trust me, when I fart, my shit go. I have no elasticity in my asticity, you dig? It's man, it's gone like fucking Tuesday, alright? Yeah. I mean, you know.
It's going round, for sure.
Yeah, so, I mean, you know, we're trying to.
I think we hustled our jostle.
Yeah, I think we did. Man, I don't know what the fuck happened to my goddamn glasses.
Oh man, it's a thing.
It's a thing. I'm a fucking half a Momo.
Us old ass
Diaz. Man, I fell down a rabbit hole watching his shit.
Hi, Demetria.
And hey, but I got on there and was watching those Joe Rogan tunes. And that goddamn tune with Alex Jones, Eddie Bravo, and him.
That's funny.
And when Alex Jones is like, listen to me, I got the money, and the little animated Alex Jones is like holding up this giant like dining tray of money.
That is hilarious.
And little Eddie Bravo as an interview. Do you honestly think that they're killing unborn babies for project abortions? They'll sell it. Get the fuck out. He's like screaming and freaking the fuck out. And whoever did the animation, man, fucking kudos. And his Joey Diaz ones are adorable.
Oh, yeah.
About the fart on the bus and the
Yes.
changing flavors. He's changing flavors.
Oh, no.
Oh, dude, that goddamn shit is golden. I mean, that's another reason why. Like, Joe Rogan and fucking Joey Diaz inspired me a lot to do this.
Yeah. And to me, it's just a way to keep in touch with y'all.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, it kind of lets y'all know that we're out here, that we're doing
Let
things.
me tell you motherfuckers something. We just put this one together just to let you know we're still breathing air.
Yeah.
So don't you fucking momos go thinking we're not doing anything. We're just busy right now.
We are for the time.
You know what I'm saying? I fucking love him.
Ooh.
See, I love you all.
I was busy with these fellas on Monday.
I heard.
Yeah.
How'd that go?
Dude, it was fantastic. My guys did a fantastic show. I was really proud of them. The rest of the bands were great too. You know, I actually kind of was pretty impressed with the entire program. I hadn't heard the Oracle, I don't think, at all. And I think the only thing I'd seen Fear the Dreamer do is like they do maybe it went again. I think it's the way this thing is doing. Something's touching it.
Yeah, and I ain't even touched it in a minute.
Or maybe it's
fucking Momo.
We're half retarded. I don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, man, but it's alright. Wait a minute, are they in my fucking Yankees hat?
Oh, is this them? This is them, and is this. We win!
Ah, yeah! Man, I'm gonna break one of my cardinal rules here. Give me a moment. Talk to everybody. Talk to everybody real quick.
We just got assaulted by a maiden.
Yes.
So yeah, the show went great. Howard Jones's new band is fantastic, guys. I don't know if you've heard them or not.
I've heard.
They're called Light the Torch. It's kind of melodic. It's super fucking heavy in places. You know, it's Howard. You know, nice, powerful vocals. You know, the dude was amazing live. Like, I mean, you know how he used to be kind of chubby though?
Yeah.
He's slimmed down, man. He's like super athletic looking. Like, he sweated like a half gallon, dude. Like, the guy put everything into the show. I mean, it's a Monday night, and the guy came out there and literally just like sweat.
I love shit like that.
And they tore it down, man. Everything was. He ripped out this scream, dude. Oh man.
But that's alright, man. We won the series. They probably don't give a fuck.
It was the bonus game, and they're like, oh,
yeah, because they whooped their asses 2 nights in a row, and
10-1.
Yeah. But dude, not to cut everybody off, but Vic DiBitetto even said that, like, in one of his little mock Yankees press things that he does that are so fucking entertaining and true, almost better than ESPN's points. But DiBitetto was like, we're doing really...
Says she was just typing to check your hat for your glasses. Does she know your ass or what?
Hey!
That's hilarious.
But yeah, what it was, though, DiBitetto had said, we're doing actually pretty fucking good for a team who's half on the injured reserve. Their second and third pulls from minor league are fucking killer.
They have to have a lot of depth.
Those little juicy nuggets are knocking them over the fucking over the fucking wall, man. So I can't complain. And until my boys get full strength, we're not gonna be toting a fucking pennant nor a fucking championship this year. So, you know, I mean, but I'm happy with that. Just as long as the goddamn fucking Red Sox don't fucking get it. Cunting fucks. You can eat my ass with a spoon, you red bead motherfuckers. God damn it, I hate them pricks. But anyways, well, man, it's like it was like that movie where Adam Sandler goes and picks up Heather Graham.
We're getting complaints it's dark.
And Heather Graham comes in, and she's all fucking sleeky and slinky, all sex symbol. And she comes in all fucking, and she's wearing a goddamn Red Sox bikini. And Adam Sandler's like, you know, you're wearing a bikini from a team that I was born and taught to hate at a young age. You know, and just, he's going fucking crazy on her. And he thinks that she's unattractive. Bitch, you were ugly the second you put your fucking shit on.
Huh.
That's shit with spaghetti strings. If it says Red Sox on it, it's shit. I'm sorry, and I have other teams I hate, but I'm in a good mood, so I don't want to. Yeah, we fixed it.
Okay.
But but anyways,
I think maybe what I gotta do is just continually touch the screen.
Yeah, maybe that'll.
That's probably what it is.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I don't know what the fuck we're doing, people. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and if worse comes to worse, we'll just fucking turn the shit back around. But we're weird because we like to see things properly, the way they're supposed to.
The way they actually are. We don't like this mirror universe mess.
Yeah, man. Because if I wore a Bizarro shirt, I'd probably destroy my computer because I think I'm wearing a fucking Superman shirt.
There you go.
You know. But anyways, Jack has said some points because officially the in-game hit the point, so I'm only going to spoil a little bit of it. Yes, Jack, I loved how Hulk's right arm just disintegrated, and he fought. You know what? His last battle scene was very reminiscent of my relationship with my last females I was with. Punching and clapping with one hand.
This is the sound of one hand clapping.
Yeah, no, honestly, man, the Hulk was the fucking Mac sitting on the back of the Cadillac. You know, granted, he didn't die, but it has to be known, since I was younger, and a lot of my closer people are going to go, oh God, here he goes again. I went through a windshield. I fell out of a 2-story building. I got caught on fire. I had my ass kicked by 5 or 6 people at once. All these things are bad for a person's health, and these are the things I can fucking remember.
Damn.
And I got a gun pulled on me at least a dozen times in the 90s. At least a dozen times. Because back then, that was when the transition of fists and knives went to nines and shit talking. And
now it's all that way.
Yeah, it's 100% that now, and it's scary. But like motherfuckers would put a piece in my face or a shotgun in my face, and I cross my arms, grin, and go, I have two words. Don't miss. Guns would jam. Guns wouldn't have ammo in them. Something would happen to the gun. And my friends, they'd be wincing and, what the fuck, Lee? He could have shot you. Nope. Why? Because I'm going to see the Avengers. I have yet to see the Avengers.
One of us got a hair compliment. I don't know, maybe both of us. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, whoever said that.
Catherine.
Well, yeah, and to whoever. I'll thank us both. Or you'll welcome us both.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah, don't take me for what I mean, not for what I say. But yes, and all my friends in the 90s into the 2000s, Lee, man, come on. The Avengers is never going to happen. Nobody's ever going to watch that shit. Did you hear what Lee said last week? He said Ron Perlman would be a good Demon Boy. No, it's Hellboy. And I still say Robert Downey Jr. would be the perfect Iron Man with his history of problems that he had. And everybody's like, man, he's too big of an actor. He'll never do it. And you're a waste. Come on, Lee. Just give it up. And I said, yeah, I'm going to bet something else. What? I said, the Hulk's going to be the hero. You're out of your fucking mind. And I just smiled real big and I said, wait till it happens.
Called it.
Down to the goddamn. That's what I got to say about that. And they made. Have you seen it yet?
No.
Well, I'm not going to ruin too much of it.
I've not seen the first.
Oh God, we gotta work on that.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, those two movies. That's why I was okay with Thanos kicking the Hulk's ass.
I'm very, very spotty on the movies, man. I've seen.
Well, you saw Ragnarok, and I did
see Ragnarok.
Well, at the end of it, like, remember when him and Loki are standing side by side, and he goes, "Well, brother, I think the worst is behind us." And then that big ship. Infinity War.
It picks up right there, yeah.
I mean, dude, it picks up. You probably have about 45 minutes to an hour of Thanos' fighting force wiping out the last of the Asgardians. The rest of them went out in escape pods. And Valkyrie took Korg and Meek with her. And certain things didn't happen like everyone thought and I thought. But I'm glad because I wouldn't have got the Hulk. Yeah, sure. I wouldn't have got the Hulk the way I wanted him. Oh, yeah, well, that's fine. And I wouldn't have had the Hulk the way I had him. I will ruin this for you. He's smart. He's very fucking smart. Yeah. It's Bruce Banner's brain in the Hulk's body, and he's just, hey, I know what you're saying, you know, and all this and all that.
That's pretty cool.
And Thanos does what he does. And the Hulk does what he does. And my fuck, dude, I was so happy about it. And yes, I laughed and I cried and I was hurt and I was happy about certain things. But where my temperament went fucking askew and my anxiety went through the roof was when I first saw Banner. And 3 little kids walk up to him and go, "Mr. Hulk, sir, can we get a picture?" And he's like, "Absolutely, positively, little people." And he looks at Ant-Man, hands him the phone, and goes, "Come on, get a picture with us." He takes his glasses off, his dark horn-rimmed glasses,
yes,
and sits them down and goes, you know, "Say green, green." And then the kids leave. Dude, I'm sitting in the theater. And my friend Ryan's looking at me going, why the fuck are you crying?
It did my heart good to see that meme start circulating with Banner Hulk.
Yeah.
And it's saying metal vocalist on stage, and it has regular Hulk just
from
like
Ragnarok.
All, yeah. And then it says metal vocalist off stage, and it's got Banner Hulk.
And it's just him all smiling with his hand out.
Yeah.
I grinned from ear to fucking ear because, dude, I looked at Ryan and I smiled and I said, he's accepted. People aren't running from him. They're not scared of him.
That's beautiful, man.
And I smiled and I said, if only if it happened in real life.
Yeah.
And I said, that's one time art doesn't imitate life.
Oh.
And, you know, that's one time that big green fucker got one up on me because our lives ran parallel.
Mm-hmm.
Our lives run parallel a whole lot. It's weird. And a lot of my older friends, if they were still around, if I hadn't X'd them and they hadn't been fucking momos, would tell you. There was a lot of times they'd look at me and they'd go, is he doing that? Yeah. When did you buy that? Yesterday. Lee, this happened today.
Well, see, that's why we coexist. I'm your Bruce Banner.
Yeah, you are the calm part of me.
Yeah.
And you know, and I'm just the fucking hothead ready to fucking throw a tank into the sun kind of shit. And I just have a horrible temper. I'm part of me wants to live, part of me wants to die right now. You know, I mean, I'm battling with that self, that inner part of me.
Aren't we all though?
Yeah. And you know, I don't want to die a lot less than what I did, but there are still some days I scratch my head and go, when the fuck is some of this shit gonna lighten up?
Yeah.
When the fuck is some of this? Well, I mean, like, for instance, one of our dear, well, I don't want to say any names, and if you're still on here, let me know. Was in the hospital.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah. Just bad. It's the accumulation of everything that's been going on.
Stress, probably more than.
Oh yeah, that's exactly that was the main catalyst, and
that's probably a good bit of your problem.
Yeah.
You know, like
yeah.
That's what caused a lot of that in my personal opinion.
Because there's just so much shit going on with me, and so much shit going on outside of our group with the people that are still left.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even just within the band, man, everybody but me and Eric really have gone through a lot of medical issues, or are, you know, going through ongoing medical issues, or are preparing to deal with, you know, ongoing medical issues in certain cases. And it's just, you know, it's just a never-ending cycle of that. There's been a lot of just, like, personal things that have come and gone that have been kind of a you know, struggle, I guess, but every band has a struggle, you know. I think that's what's going to make it better when we're actually able to get back to doing this at full strength, because, you know, it'll mean more to us.
Yeah.
That's what Howard kept talking about on stage, was just like how much bullshit they went through. I guess they had this other band name and they got sued over it and all this other ridiculous stuff, like, and like it took a long time for them to get out.
Thank you, Kelly.
Aww,
Thank you.
Lee's my favorite Hulk. Also, Catherine wants to know if we're going to Buchanicon. I personally don't have plans to make it to Buchanicon. What dates is that? Do you know?
No. Throw us the dates or a link or something.
Yeah, I'll check it out. I mean, like, I have people in Buchanan. I could use this as an excuse to go see my nephew.
I'm as broke as a goddamn ant.
My baby nephew. But yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I might have some trade bait or something if there was something up there that tickled my ass. but I've not been able to make the convention circuit all year due to health, bullshit, and money, and it really sucks because some people are addicted to cocaine. Some people have to have a drink. Somebody has to drink. Somebody else has to have a bottle in their hand. Some people have to smoke. Some people play video games. I am a fucking toy junkie. I'm a toy junkie. I'm a comic book addict. And even if I don't read the motherfuckers, I gotta have them.
Yeah.
And I mean, you know, it's fucking crazy how bad it is.
May 18th.
11 to 7. May 18th. That place sounds familiar.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'll be going up or not.
Because I wouldn't mind going and seeing it, because there's a lot of new cons happening.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's just...
And my ass
cool,
has missed all of them.
You know, I mean, like, it's definitely, it's coming along, you know, it's made a lot of strides. The whole scene, you know, has made a lot of strides.
And I like to say, and not to toot my own fucking horn, but I like to think I was responsible for a little bit of that.
Well, I'm sure you didn't hurt it. I mean, like, you've been to a lot of them, and, you know, we played a lot of them.
Yeah,
We did SharkCon several times. We did PopCon.
We did Old School.
We did Old School. What else did we do?
Shit.
I feel like I'm missing one. Was that the Parkersburg one? What was?
Oh, the Classic Expo.
Yeah, we've done a lot of them.
Yeah, I mean,
so we've been involved with that in various capacities with the band, and you know, just Lee is into this stuff hard. I am a little less. I like the toys and the nostalgia stuff. I like a lot of, you know, classic scary movies and you know, classic cartoons and shit like that. But Lee is your guy when it comes to comics and toys.
Well, it's really funny. There's some great, beautiful people that have entered my life recently, and bless their hearts, they're extremely religious. So I doubt they watch this, because I cuss like a fucking sailor and I say absolutely terrible, vulgar things. But they're beautiful people, and one of them said to me, he was like, you know, he said it's a shame because his son has taken a great hold to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And he's a Rocket Raccoon fan.
Yeah.
Right there, that fucking endears me to him.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's cynical like him. To be as young as he is, that little turd is sharp as a goddamn tack. He's awesome.
It makes you happy.
Hopeful
for the next generation.
Oh, dude, I sat outside with him yesterday playing fucking zombies with him. I brought a portion of my zombies.
Dude, you'll appreciate this. I don't know if it was a tweet or something. Somebody had, like, screen capped it, and, you know, it's meme now. But it said, I heard a kid on the playground the other day say, "Your mama's so fat, Thanos has to snap twice," and I had a little hope for this next generation. That's some good shit right there. Also, it feels like I think our lag is a little less with this method.
Oh my god! Sure. I hope I don't shit myself again.
I seem to be seeing the comments pop up really fast after we say things. So people, like, if you got questions, if you got comments on what we're doing,
he had to snap twice.
Yeah.
That broke me.
That's some good shit, isn't it?
Oh, dude, that's good.
Could you imagine a fucking 11-year-old throwing heat like that? That'd be great.
Man, Nolan Ryan would stop and go, damn. But yeah, that does give me hope. Well, that's what I'm saying, man. And this little guy, he's like, I don't have any Rocket figures. So I started, like, hooking this little motherfucker up. I'm like, anything I find of Rocket, I grab it for him.
Yeah.
And
you got to.
And well, yeah, because fuck all you high-end shitballing collectors who will walk up in a store and take a figure off a shelf, and a little kid looks up and tells his mom, "Well, I wanted one, but it was that one, and that's the only one there," and you don't give it to him. You're a fucking cunt. You're a piece of shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's about the kids, for sure.
Toys are meant to be played with.
Yeah.
Toys are meant to... some of my greatest toys I was still fortunate enough to have and keep. And I mean, there's some I don't even record music without. You know, I mean, that they're good luck charms to me. And they're important parts of my fucking life. And if you could do that for somebody, you know, you'd be giving somebody a little totem, a magic totem to keep them through life. And if you don't believe in all that, then fuck you too. But sometimes kids relate. And if you could tell me that you didn't have toys as a kid, then you'll never understand this. And I'm not going to say so much fuck you because you were just raised differently.
Yeah.
And that happens. But everybody has at least a goddamn stuffed animal.
You got something that
you had something
attached to that got you through. I mean, like, growing up is hard, you know. And
everybody had their own star and alien. That was that was Bruce Banner's toys he had as a child. And they led him through his life in an alternate universe. They were alive.
Yeah.
And they said, "Come on, big guy, let's show you what's going on." And that really reached out to me at that age. And again, it was comic books that inspired my love and passion for toys. My dad's fear of him telling me, you know, the ones you beat up at night plot to kill you in your sleep. And then the toys you love are the generals that command the army that will help you out. And he said, you best get yourself a whole lot of army men and love them.
Toy Story before its time, right?
And I wouldn't watch Toy Story because of it being a Disney property. Mm-hmm. Because I don't like Disney. I don't. If it doesn't say Tron or Pete's Dragon or the Hulk, I ain't interested. But I gotta give it to Disney, man. I'll publicly give it to Disney, and I'll publicly give it to fucking Tom Holland. Both of them made me like things I didn't like. And that shows growth.
Yeah.
They taught me that the things that I hated weren't as bad as what I thought. And sometimes they can be a whole lot worse. Because I'm still sore at them for what they did with Tarantino and Django. The movie was meant to be on that stage. Or on that theater's screens. And they strong-armed him and strong-armed the theater to show Star Wars instead of it. And that was a terrorist attack. You know, their terrorist tactics screwed Tarantino's deal up, and he made that movie just to have it debut in that place on that screen. You know, he said it. He said, I even said it while I was shooting. I can't wait to watch this on that screen, because the way he shot it was in that I can't remember the type of screen,
what the hell,
but it was 32 whatever.
Somebody chime in. I'm looking for the word.
Yes.
CinemaScope.
Yeah, Cinescope.
Cinescope.
Thank you.
Yeah, there it was.
And to coin it up, yes, Brian, those are referred to as fucking chicken hawks. Chicken hawks.
Yeah.
They're ass cunts. And
it's
thank you.
It's a cunty thing to do, just in general.
And thank you for that, Cora. And yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. And not direction Disney is going in fact. Yeah, I'll tell you what my biggest beef with Disney is.
Look at this motherfucker squinting to read that shit. He's got his glasses on his head. What the fuck?
Fucking idiot. But, plus, I'm sparing them all of my fucking ugly mug. But, nah, man, what it is, I don't like historical changing of facts. I don't like that.
Revisionism.
Yeah, man, when they change that shit and make all the little girls think that they're all little princesses, dude, that's a fucking title that's earned.
Yeah.
That's a title that's earned. That's making every girl think that she is an entitled princess. And anybody read Taming of the fucking Shrew? See how that worked out? Anybody know a little bitch named Veruca Salt? Don't care how, I want it now.
Oh, Daddy, I want a new balooba.
Can it, you nit? You know, fuck you. And that's why I have such problem with children that like Disney. And they'll be talking about, and I'll like, so you like Disney? Yeah. I see. I like Roger Rabbit. Who? Exactly. And I just turn around and walk off. Because, you know, I'm all the Disney shit I like isn't proper to like. And, you know, I mean, I'll give it to you. The new CGI era of these movies retelling their classic animation is a shoo-in. It's a remake of a cartoon that people love in real life. You know, we couldn't have teapots and grandfather clocks talking to you shit.
Yeah.
In real life 90s. Back in the 90s.
Yeah.
We couldn't have the magical wooski of the Beast into the Prince and all that shit. Now we can do that.
I can see where they'll be successful. I personally have zero interest.
Yeah,
I have
man.
Zero interest in any of that. I've not seen which one did they already put out? The new Beauty and the Beast. They put that one out.
Yeah, they put Beauty and the Beast out. The fuck.
Did they do a new Lion King?
They're working on it.
They're working on
it. Because I saw the trailer for it.
The new Aladdin is coming out.
Yeah. Will Smith.
I mean, like, I don't.
As the genie.
I mean, I can see it. It's just, it's not for me.
Are they getting genie with it?
They're getting genie with it.
I guess they're getting genie with it.
Getting genie with it. Yeah, if they don't do that,
yeah,
they are missing out and they're stupid.
He's got to get genie with it. God damn it! You know that song was a huge hit, and it'll revitalize that fucking hit. I was watching Focus a little bit ago. Remember when Joey Diaz was talking about the look at that motherfucker, look at that motherfucker. I had to watch the movie, and so far what I've seen of it, I was like, it's not fucking bad.
Yeah,
that's not a bad fucking movie. I mean, Will Smith to me is kind of like Brendan Fraser. You know, but Will Smith's Pursuit of Happiness is probably my favorite thing he's done. Because he was great in Pursuit of Happiness. And when that motherfucker's holding his baby and got his foot on the bathroom door and staying up all night crying, holding his foot against that door so nobody would open up the door. They're homeless, couldn't get into a place to sleep.
Jungle Book. I've not seen that one either.
Yeah, they did do Jungle Book, didn't they?
Don't care.
And he's holding about, you know, he's holding his son and shit. And that was really heavy, man. And I appreciate that type of life. And you can't unless you've been there. And I'm a couple of paychecks fucking away from there.
Yeah.
You know, and if I didn't have the lovely people in my life keeping me alive, because sometimes, man, you are on you are down on your luck.
The animated Robin Hood, yeah, that's my shit. I did love that movie.
Yeah, the animated Robin Hood was good. I'll give you that. But yeah, see, Pete's Dragon was my shit. They did that one. They did Pete's Dragon, and that wasn't bad. They wasn't bad. I actually stepped out and watched it. I didn't go to the theater and watch it. I'm not that much of Momo. I sat here and watched it. I only go see the Marvel movies, which are Disney. Let's move on.
Disney has their dick in everything.
Yeah.
It really is.
Well, Epic Rap Battles of History with 3 circles I rule the planet.
Yep.
You know, and he ain't wrong. He ain't fucking wrong. But still my personal favorite franchise is Tron. Because anybody who sits in front of a fucking computer, you know, that's what is going on inside that computer. Mm-hmm. You know, there are programs holding themselves up. Tron was the first antivirus. He was a backup program to protect the MCP. And what Tron's major function was to copy the threat, mimic the threat, understand the threat inside and out, defeat threat. I fight for the users. What's a fucking antivirus do? Copies, one-ups it, deletes it, removes it.
I wonder if there's any software designer geeks out there, if you could get by with using the name Tron as an antivirus suite. Get on that.
Yeah, or Clue, because that was another. Well, Clue was Flynn's most updated program, and the MCP killed that fucker in the beginning of the movie. Well, then Clue came back in the new grid and enslaved the grid and was like changing programs into soldiers, and was about to open the fucking portal, send them into this world and dominate us. I mean, big giant fucking recognizers flying around and light cycles running motherfuckers over and shit. Everybody else would be scared shitless, but I'd be like, I got this shit. I broke the fucking score on the game. Was even on the front page of the newspaper. Who wants some? Who wants some? Come in. Let me get my disc out. Let me split your ass in half and de-res your punk ass bitchin' ass. See, I love my Tron shit. Every podcast, my Tron shit is facing you. So, you know, there's that. But as far as it goes, that's probably anything about Disney Plus. Pay for Disney, said Marlon. So they pay everything on there. September songs of the South. You know, I'm interested in Disney Plus, Brian, because I've heard there's going to be a lot of Marvel programming, and there's going to be a lot of shows and shit, and there's like supposed to be a Hawkeye TV show.
Oh, that could be cool.
So yeah, man. I mean, Clint Barton doing his thing. I mean, I like Jeremy Renner. I really like him. And I appreciate, I like when everybody else was flipping Hawkeye shit, I'm like, he does have a power. He doesn't miss. He's an excellent fucking marksman. Barton, you can't outshoot him. I mean, the Hulk is scorched earth. Thor is sky command. Stark is air commander. Cap is ground commander. Black Widow is silent missions. That's a team. You know, there's your fucking team. And Barton is the sharpshooter. He's the sniper. And I mean, you know, he's proved that he doesn't need a fucking arrow. All he needs is something to kill you with, and you will die. You know, I mean, you got the special edition Xbox remote. Oh, the Tron thing? Man, I remember seeing that. What was that? Did you hear that? No, I heard something good pop.
No, I didn't hear anything.
I'm going crazy.
Was that your child just now?
Was it?
Was it your child?
It might have been my
I
child.
think it was your child.
But, you know, I mean, but everybody kept telling me, you know, the Falcon and Winter Soldier's getting a show. Yeah, and I think Black Widow is getting a movie. And from what I have heard, ScarJo is going to lock up with my second favorite Marvel villain. And that motherfucker, if they get David Arbor to play the Taskmaster, I'm gonna, even though I'm suffering from ED, I'm gonna come a little bit in my pants. I'm gonna be. It's gonna be ridiculous, because besides two figures, I have every Taskmaster figure that's ever been put out. That's my motherfucker. And the Taskmaster, yeah, see, the Taskmaster, his power, he can't snap and make people disappear. He doesn't use Iron Man's tech. He uses everybody else's tech. Because he has a superpower like none other. He has photographic sight. If he watches Steve Vai play something, he can pick up a guitar and go, and do it faster and add a few more notes in there and look at him. He can get behind Alex Van Halen's drum kit.
Perfect mimic.
When he was a kid, he outdrew James Arness on Gunsmoke. Then he watched Joe Namath play quarterback. Went to school and college on a full scholarship. Got a business degree. And then he ended up watching TV footage of the dawn of the superheroes.
Don't you wish you could actually do that?
Check out what this fucker does with it, though. And this answers the greatest plot hole in Marvel Comics history, and nobody knows this. Nobody knows this. And if they connect this to the Marvel Cinematic Universe this way, I will say it's the most well-played move they have ever fucking made. And what that is what he did when he got out. He noticed that there was more money at being a villain than what there was at being a hero. They were all too busy being humble and being led off of Stark's teeth and Shield's teeth. And he's like, but man, I could do so much more. So what he did was he started with a few thugs. Have you ever noticed in comic books, these no-name thugs would go toe-to-toe with these bad motherfucking superheroes? And you're going, how is that dude going toe-to-toe with Hawkeye? How is he going toe-to-toe with John Walker, U.S. agent? How is he going toe-to-toe? He just shot the Falcon's wing. He's going down. He's just picked up a club. He just broke fucking Sam's ankle. How did this dude do this? What he does is he waits and gets a dossier of prisoners getting out. Goes to him and goes, Sonny, come here. Would you like to actually pull capers that work? Let me show you how. Got you covered. And he trains them by Captain America's movements, Hawkeye's movements, and all these superheroes' movements. Trains them to do shit. He fights the Avengers one time. And they're like, get him. And he takes Daredevil's billy club, shoots it up a wall, and off he goes. And they're like, well, he's over there in that building. Get him. And as they're flying up, he shoots him with Spider-Man's web shooters. And grins at him. And goes, didn't see that one coming, did you? Then snaps his fingers. One of his thugs from about a block and a half away chucks him a fucking shield that's made of vibranium and adamantium. And can chuck a shield better and harder than Captain America. Then they'll be coming at him, the other three will come at him. He pulls 3 arrows out, shoots them with explosive gas arrows. The last one that might be a sharpshooter or whatever, he pulls out a pistol, shoots him from about 100 yards out, 200 yards out in the city. He has every gadget every superhero has all on him, all over his place. Fuck Batman. Tasky's got you covered. The other cool thing about him is there is no name for him. There's no actual name. Nobody knows who he is. So he is a billion-dollar person who after a while was training superheroes to be superheroes because they paid him more than the villains.
Makes sense.
And Dr. Doom even said, I would have him in my employ. He just walks a little too close to the dark side for Doom's liking. When Dr. Doom says, you walk a little too close to the dark side for his liking,
you're all the way on the left-hand path.
And he is my favorite villain that can't, go toe-to-toe with the Hulk. I mean, like, he's a bad man. He killed Moon Knight's old lady just out of spite. And it was the first time Mark Spector was ever happy. And so Mark showed him his gratitude and cuts his face off, so he literally had a skull for a while. So he shot himself up with drugs so he couldn't feel it like Darkman. So he was a juiced up dude with photographic sight, with all the powers. Imagine Black Widow fighting everybody in the Marvel Cinematic Universe in one person. And if David Harbour pulls that off, my balls will be silly. I will be happier than a pig in fresh slop. I mean, I'm telling you, that would be great. But I just hope they find a way to bring her back. I hope they find a way to bring her back. And as Guardians of the Galaxy, I'm down for that. I'm down for that. So now, enough Avenger talk. We got that out of the way. If anybody's got anything else to say, message me something. And if I'm not playing Eddie, I'll answer. And if you have any questions or anything, I'm fairly well versed in it, and I've been watching podcast after podcast and factoids about things, so I'm pretty well up to.
He's got you covered.
Yeah, I got you covered, and I got your information. I got the money. I got the money. Listen to me. I'm gonna kick your fucking ass. Alex, calm down. No, okay. That's so fucking great. Yeah, that's funny. I did that. But anyhow, but yeah, like I said, if anybody has any questions or needs to know anything, just let me know. I'll save you a whole bunch of fucking time. Beta Ray Bill. They need to have the Beta Ray Bill. But how the fuck? What the fuck's he gonna use? There's a question for you. Fuck's he gonna use? Unless they fix that eye, and unless they change the name of his magical half mallet, we've got a problem. She could call it like Oath, or he'd call it like Oathbreaker or something like or Oathkeeper like Brianna Tarth. Yeah, let's not get on that one either. Yeah, let's not get on GOT. But anyhow, folks, but pretty much, I'm quite super geeked out at the moment, and kind of flying high on that. There's a lot of beautiful things that occurred and happened around that time, and it's awesome that such an uncertain and crazy ass time in my life has had so many blessed moments.
It's what keeps you hanging on.
Yeah.
Is you gotta have those little itty bitty things, you know. And as shitty and weird as things been, there's little rays of sunshine, little things for you to look forward to, and I think that's what's kept us battling, you know.
Yeah, I agree. I totally
really
agree.
do think eventually, we're going to be back full strength, and you'll actually see us do something other than sit here and bullshit with you. You'll actually see us make a little bit of music, hopefully.
Well, but there's just so much going on. But in the time that some other medical issues have to run their course, we'll have time to do other things and finish other things.
Yeah, I've actually I've started sort of hammering away at a solo record. I've got a song demoed out. It's not done, but it's close.
We've got to get together for that idea.
Yeah,
that I was talking about too.
Oh, we've got a lot of stuff on the back burner, guys, and you know, like some of it'll come to fruition, some of it won't. But you know, we've always got ideas, and if there's stuff that you want to see from us, or directions you want to see us take the band, that's kind of what this is for too. You know, we can come on here and we can talk about We can talk about Marvel. Lee could do that all day. We could talk about guitar. I could do that all day. You know.
We could talk about baseball. We could do that all day.
We could do that all day. Not me so much this year because I haven't been following the damn thing.
I need to start following them for you, just so you know.
I really well, I mean, from what I've seen, they're not doing bad, but it's just not been a thing for me this year. I don't know why. I've noticed a thing, and you know, Becca was talking about this on her Facebook today. Actually, made yeah, they got trounced today.
Fucking Rangers.
But Becca made a post about this today, and it hit me really hard because I'm this way too. She was talking about not having seen a lot of the Marvel movies everybody's seen, not having seen an episode of Game of Thrones, all these other things. And I recognize myself, I recognize myself in that because I've noticed a pattern with me over the past several months or maybe longer. I just don't do so much passive entertainment anymore. And even like entertainment in general, like I'm afraid, I guess, of becoming like swallowed up by it or addicted to it. And what I'm really swallowed up by and addicted to right now is music production, songwriting, practicing the guitar. Like literally when I'm not at work, most of the time that's what I'm doing. I'm working on our stuff, I'm working on DTF stuff, I'm working on my solo stuff. I'm just practicing to be practicing, trying to get good.
See, that was me in the 90s, man.
That's just where I'm at. And like, I don't see movies.
From 1994 till about 1996, 97.
Yeah.
I barely saw movies. And I saw Last of the Mohicans in the theater.
Mm-hmm.
The last movie that I watched, and I watched it 27 days, was The Crow. Fucking loved The Crow.
The only thing I can say that I've seen that a lot of people that watching here probably have also seen is the Ted Bundy biopic, because Allie, of course, had seen it.
I'm gonna have to give that a spin.
Dude.
That motherfucker, man,
I've got mixed feelings on it.
I know a good bit about it.
I have some serious problems with it.
Really?
There's some things about it that
Did
I like.
Zac play it?
Zac Efron.
Yeah, because he looks like him.
He looks a lot like him. He looked a lot like him in the movie. The problem I have with Zac Efron's performance as Ted Bundy, honestly, in my personal estimation, he was too likable. And I don't say that because, like, Ted Bundy was a serial killer and you should hate him.
He was charismatic and charming.
The thing about Ted Bundy in interviews, that when I've seen interviews about Ted Bundy, I think Ted Bundy was kind of an annoying creep. Like, okay, I've said this to many people. You know, like, you've seen a lot of the interviews with him where he's trying to protest innocence and he's trying to charm people.
Yeah.
When I've seen those interviews, like, I never really think, like, oh, I would totally know that guy is a murderer if I met him on the street or whatever. If I met that guy on the street or, like, you know, like, at a cafe and he came up to me and had a conversation with me, I would think, that guy's arrogant and full of shit and doesn't know what he's talking about, and he's a creep, and he weirds me out. And that's what I would think of him. I wouldn't think, like, that guy is definitely a killer.
But husband.
I would be like, that guy is weird, and I don't like him. And the thing is, Zac Efron did not act like a fucking unlikable weirdo. He acted like a guy, like a normal dude. Like, for the most part, the only times that he acted like Ted Bundy was when he had tape to go off of. And he was basically, like, in my personal opinion, in my estimation, he was doing an imitation or an impression or acting out.
The way Jeremy Davies did Charles Manson in the remake of Helter Skelter.
He just wasn't.
He dramatized shit and he would do this shit. And Manson didn't do that.
Yeah.
Manson didn't do it. Manson was real energetic and crazy. There's all this big old shit over here. It's my life they're feeding from at the bottom, you dig? Mm-hmm. You know, are you Irish? You know, cameramen got a way of hiding and things. Is it hot in here? I mean, just, and...
Yeah.
You know, all the different emotions he would do in those faces. Or when they asked him, who are you?
Yeah.
Nobody. I'm nobody.
Yeah.
I'm a boxcar. I'm a jug of wine. I'm a hobo on the side of the road. I'm a straight racer if you get too close to me. You know, he was, but they made Jeremy Davies do this thing and he talk like this and he never raised his voice. Bullshit, Charlie raised his voice.
Charlie was all over the place.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, he was one of the earliest cases of ADHD.
The thing that Zach didn't nail about Bundy, in my personal opinion, and like this is just me as someone who's watched a lot of documentaries about murderers, because personally I'm into stuff like that because like I'm fascinated with psychology.
Yeah, man.
And Allie is
what makes a motherfucker do the shit he did the way he did it?
Well, what he didn't nail, in my personal estimation, is if you ever watch Bundy and he's in an interview, he does this thing. He'll make a statement and he'll kind of watch your reaction, and then he'll sort of check himself and he'll kind of restate what he just said, and he'll see how that went, and then judging on your reaction, he'll then go forward, and you'll always see him say something, look down, look at the person, and then go inward, and just kind of like you can see him constructing the script as he goes along. That's how Bundy talked. He was ever the bullshit artist. He was always angling. He was always looking for a way to get over on a person, and to me, it came off very obvious. Now,
well, here's the
way
thing,
Efron played him was a lot more forthright and a lot more like likable in my personal. Like Ted Bundy was smarmy. He was a salesman. He was, he would posit a thing, and he would use a big word, but he would misuse it slightly, and he would look at you,
I'm not being feminist here, or I'm not being chauvinist, or as Jack Osborne would say, sexualist.
Sexualist.
Yeah, that's being sexualist, Kenny. But no, I'm not trying to be sexualist here. But that's the type of guy women go for usually. That's why I say he was charming.
Women
like
are
the people like you and me
obsessed with Ted Bundy. They still are.
But they find Charles Manson strange.
Well,
why Charlie was strange? Because he didn't lie. He told the truth.
I don't know. Some women were into Charlie too. I don't know. I think it's a thing about people that are notorious. Like women just, I don't know. It's not all women. Allie gets mad because she's in a Facebook group about true crime, about mostly about serial killers and murderers, but more broadly about true crime. And she complains all the time that all women want to do on there is talk about Ted Bundy and Richard Ramirez and how they have sex with both of them. That's and
post young pictures and shit.
Yeah, just like, oh, he's so sexy in this. He looks so intense. Dude? If you encountered Ted Bundy, that motherfucker would literally drag you into a car, fucking throttle you, stick a tree branch up your ass, beat you with a baseball bat, and laugh at you while you fucking struggled for air, and then revive you, bring you back to life, and do that shit all over again for 4 or 5 times until he was done with you, and then he would fucking throw you in a hole. That's what Ted Bundy would do.
You forgot one thing.
Or he would rape your body.
Yeah, he'd fuck you after you were dead.
Yeah, and sometimes he would come back after he threw you in a fucking field and fuck you after you decayed a little bit. You think that's hot? I don't think that's very hot. I'm sorry.
I don't mind dead girls. They don't say no. I don't care if they're dead, as long as they ain't too cold.
As long as they ain't too cold.
I'll take a shot.
Dude, there was the best joke I ever saw on a sitcom.
They're gonna be fucking going, Facebook flag.
Yeah, right.
Offense.
Dude.
20 yards.
Yeah, we're gonna be put in Facebook jail.
Yeah, we're getting Facebook jail for that one.
The best joke I ever saw go over on a mainstream. I wish I could remember what sitcom this was. This was like some shitty like NBC sitcom from like the fucking late 90s. And I don't remember at all the character. I don't remember the setup. I just remember the joke because it was so bad and they let it go on network TV. Somebody was given this one, you know, like the sloppy character or the slutty male character or whatever. It was giving them down the road about, like, oh, you'll have your leg over anything that moves. I think it was a British character or whatever. It was British characters. And the guy's retort was, I don't care if they're moving. I was like, that I can't believe that flew on. I mean, it was like on NBC or some shit. I don't know if anybody knows what I'm talking about.
That's as bad as Dennis from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Because Dennis is a serial killer. Like in that high school reunion episode when they're like, why do you have chloroform, ropes, knives, and bags of lime? You never know when you'll need it. You'll never know when you need it.
You'll never know.
And he's like, and when this is all done, I'm taking it all out of the car. Taking it all out. No. Everybody go. And then when the storm was supposed to come, and he wanted them girls to come with him, and we're going to go with our boyfriends. You don't need to go with your boyfriends. You don't need to go. And Charlie goes up to him and goes, dude, that's dark. Shut your mouth, Charlie. And he was so fucking mad because he had 2 people he could have ushered into that little cubby hole. Mm-hmm. Oh, you think it storms bad, bitch? You ain't seen Dennis yet. And god damn, I hate that dude. Oh, god damn, I hate Dennis. But he is a fucking piece. He's a slime ball. But he's charming.
Yeah.
And he's charming on that outside, and usually women are like giant fishes, and those type of motherfuckers are hooks.
Very shiny lures. Yeah. I don't know. I don't get it, but you know.
They don't go for the rusty broke ones, folks.
Yeah, I mean, well.
No, well, the strange ones do.
Yeah. you gotta fish a little in the weirdo pool. But.
Nah, man. Nah. Sometimes you'll find yourself a woman who thinks a lot like a man.
Yeah. It happens.
And there's
you gotta hold on to those.
Yeah, one in particular I said to one day, I was like, there is something wrong with you. Like, you don't think like a woman. You don't think like a woman at all. And I'm like, I don't know what to think about that.
Gives me a little pause.
What are you doing tomorrow night? You know, I mean, come on.
It's good shit.
Yeah, it's good shit. But no, man, the status quo woman would have gotten. That's proof. How many fucking people did he kill in Seattle, Denver, Florida? He had some bodies in Cali, didn't he?
Oh, I'm not sure about that, but I know he, like, at least in Washington.
Yeah, totally in Seattle, totally in Denver.
Denver, like, all the way through and down to Florida, man. Like, yeah,
because there was that boathouse.
He wreaked havoc everywhere.
And wasn't it the girls in Florida that got away or something?
There were a couple that survived because he just, like, literally broke into a sorority house and just beat the hell out of some people.
Overheated.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Is it going to restart or?
I'm going to have to wait till it cools down before I restart it.
Oh, I got you.
But yeah,
we'll monitor over here anyway. But
yeah, you got it. Okay.
Yeah, I got you.
But yeah, it's as it goes though, he because there was that one documentary or one biopic they did, and it was really factual, and that dude was creepy. He was weird. He always wore his strange, like, Abercrombie and Fitch collections. And he was just always...
Yeah.
Hi there. Would you like to help me in my car? I think I broke my heart. He's like a real strange Jim Carrey on crack. Mm-hmm. And then when that bitch would get in there, he'd pull out a fucking lug wrench and clunk. Into the little VW. I mean, Possum Kingdom. That's why I love doing that song. When I used to do it with Sifter and all them, I love to do that because that and No More Tears are arguably some of the 2 coolest serial killer inspired songs.
Yeah.
And I mean, you know, and like when he says behind the boathouse. I'll show you my dark secret. Yeah, I like the Toadies. I thought those fuckers were crazy. I mean, but yeah, man, he was, because like I saw a couple movies with Efron in it, and I was like, God damn, he'd be a great Bundy.
He really does look like it.
Because he has those steely eyes.
He's too likable. Like, and the thing, I don't know like why, but it really kind of irritated me that he cried at the end of the trial, because I don't see.
He didn't cry.
Yeah, I don't see Ted Bundy doing that.
In fact, I think he laughed.
Like, he cried when they sentenced him to death, and I just don't think that just doesn't seem like a Ted Bundy thing to do.
No, it isn't.
And there were a couple of other things, and my main problem, honestly, with the movie is that they spent very little time on anything that happened to any of the victims other than at the trial. They did go into it a little at the trial, and then at the very end, they show this great big, like, 2-column long list, and it says, here are the names of the known victims of Ted Bundy. And it's like, literally, you just see all these names, and they're up there for like, 20 seconds or something, and you literally sit there and just try to take that in. But it's at the end of this giant movie where they tried to make him likable, and I don't know. It was problematic to me. You might see it otherwise.
You're probably right.
It bothered me. I don't know. I kind of have. I don't know. I feel like they should have focused a little bit more on the victims or their families, or at least what they went through. Like, I don't know if I really enjoy how it was treated. Now, that being said, the acting wasn't bad, and there were some cool ass cameos too. There were a lot of people I did not expect to see, and there was one that I can't believe I didn't recognize, and Allie had to point out to me who it was, and it really threw me once I realized she was right. Guess who plays the arresting officer the first time Ted Bundy gets pulled over and they arrest him for kidnapping? James Hetfield. Yeah, man.
Nope. I'm gonna have to do that up. I gotta see Hetfield.
It's pretty crazy. He plays a cop. Yeah.
And you know what? I bet he looks good.
He does. He looks. I didn't even realize it was James until Allie was like, "That was James Hetfield." I was like, "What?" And then there was guess who plays just because they focus on Bundy and his girlfriend, and like that's where the movie starts, and you see a lot of it from the girlfriend's perspective. Like, she's watching the trial at home, and she's all heartsick about it, and she still thinks he didn't do it, and she has her doubts, because then she's like, well, there's all this evidence, and he was really acting weird, and he'd be gone for long periods of time. There was all this suspicious stuff, and it turns out she reported him, and she was all conflicted about it, because she was like, oh, it's my fault, and now he's being like unfairly accused and all this stuff. Guess who plays her new boyfriend after Ted goes to jail?
Who?
Oh, damn, I just blanked on his damn name. He was a kid actor in the fucking 90s. Haley Joel Osment. Yeah, he's all grown up though. He's like, like 30 something.
You don't see dead people no more.
You don't see no dead people.
You don't
well,
see
except for the girls that Ted killed, I guess.
Ouch.
But anyway, like, yeah, he's the girlfriend of Ted Bundy's new boyfriend in the movie, and I didn't recognize that was him because he grew a beard, he had a big bushy beard, and he's kind of chubby. But you can kind of tell he's got the same little kid dough face.
Yeah,
he's adorable. He's very adorable.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, man. What else? There seems like there was another big time.
And this shit's on Netflix right now.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. So definitely.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to give that a Spinderella.
And if there's anybody watching that can name a big cameo in that I missed, like, like drop it in the comments. But
and yes, Carol, Mark Harmon was a killer Ted Bundy. I remember that I think it was an ABC movie, and yeah, he was real good. He was real good because at the time, Mark Harmon kind of had that Zac Efron quality, those pretty eyes and the right there. And I mean, you know, and he played him like a scumbag.
Yeah.
I remember that now. Yeah, because Mom watched that shit.
That was my main problem, though, with Efron's portrayal. It's just he was too likable.
Yeah, well, but see, you and me in a public place, if cards were different, and we would be the guys that didn't have somebody on our arm.
Yeah.
And he'd be the one that had like 2 or 3 on his arm. And they'd be looking down at us laughing and thinking shit when they're sitting with literally a fucking human predator.
Yeah.
Because like when I was in Sifter, I actually wrote a song called Human Predator and wrote about it. And yeah, and everybody goes, oh, you're carrying on the Manson thing. No, Manson didn't kill nobody. That's why the song is called Hometown Hero. And the Ted Bundy song is called Human Predator. Because he was, man. The wounded duck syndrome.
Yeah.
The way he'd lure you in. And if he couldn't lure you with his witty charm, he would lure you with a weakness.
Oh, look, those nerds again.
Yes.
It is, in fact, those nerds.
As a matter of fact, we're back like a rogue making trouble. We an assassin, kicking ass on the devil. It's hot as fuck now. Well, that's what we were saying. He was a real handsome guy back then. You know, he was married to he was married to somebody in real life, and
actress.
Yeah, it might have been I want to say she was married to, or he was married to somebody from the Nelson family. He might have been married to Tracy Nelson. He was married to somebody, and he was stepfather to somebody's babies. I want to say he might have watched Matthew and Gunnar or something.
Yeah. Because
Tracy was the eldest, and then Matthew and Gunnar were the youngest. And I actually watched them play up at the airfield.
Oh yeah.
As an acoustic thing.
Oh,
just
cool.
Just them.
Huh.
There was no stage, there was no lights, there was no acoustics. Just Matthew and Gunnar with acoustic guitars.
Huh.
And I went up and I got their autograph, and I said, I'm getting this from my mom, because she used to send letters to your grandpa, your grandma, and your uncle, and your dad. And I said, and your dad was her favorite musician besides Buddy. And I said, and because of him, he's one of the reasons why I became a musician myself. Buddy, Ricky, because Ricky Nelson was the first concert I ever saw.
Yeah.
And when, like, he never had his own, never had a touring band. He just flew around in a jet that he had. Like, sold everything and just bought a jet and just flied from place to place.
Pick up local people and play with them, yeah.
And, like, he would turn around to him, give him the chord of the song up at Camden Park, funny enough. Mm-hmm. And he'd turn around, and it's this. You hear Mom out in the crowd, Lonesome Town! And he'd turn around, look at Mom, and wink. And then going to a lonesome town.
That's pretty cool.
And the streets are filled, and people would start betting on her. And then, he did Buddy Holly's Not Fade Away and Well Alright. And when he walks up to the mic and goes, as you can guess these two out there, you're bad. And he went over and he went, dun, dun, dun. Mom went, well, all right! And he turned around and he went, seems like we've got a fan of good music. Only yours and Buddy's, baby!
Oh,
and he just turned around and he looked down at my mom and he went, and I love you too, ma'am. And the whole place, yeah, because the whole goddamn show, my mom was calling the songs by just the chord he would play. By just the fucking chord he would play. And then on New Year's Eve, a couple of years later, mom's in there laughing, chopping fucking meat for New Year's dinner. We're laughing and we're joking and we're having a good fucking time. And my mom just laughing and just having a good fucking time. And my dad walks in, sucking on that Winston king size in his underwear, and he went, "News said that Ricky Nelson died in a crash." And he just looked at Mom and he went like this, and, "I'm sorry, baby." And she put the knife down, she started crying, and Dad just pointed at me and pointed at her. Because around that time, that was when they started having problems.
Yeah.
But even then, he still wanted me to go and tend to Mom. And I did. I went right over to her, and she, inconsolable. Dad and I tried to finish dinner that night. And it was lackluster. What do you expect? But Mom sat in front of that TV and watched all the press on it. And funny enough, the last song Ricky played was Not Fade Away by Buddy Holly. Why do you think I said, man? When it's my last time on a stage, I'm going to start out with True Love Ways and then play that, smash whatever microphone I got, walk out the door, never look back. But I don't want to do that right now.
No, we got some noise to make before that.
Yeah, because you motherfuckers won't let me retire. You won't, you motherfuckers, you motherfuckers are killing me. You can't let a good guy die, nor a bad one even. You can't let anybody go.
No, we got to keep it rolling, man.
Well, yeah, man, because there ain't a whole lot going on here anymore. I'm gonna refrain from using any disrespectful terms about this place. It's not the place, not the time, not the platform. Maybe one night if I get on a good drinking drunken, I'll everlast this motherfucker.
Tell us how you really feel.
You go 14 minutes. Let me tell you something. Which side you on, dog? Are you crippin'? Are you bloodin'? What side you on, dog? You know, yeah. I mean, but with that being said, there's a lot more for this band to do.
Oh yeah.
And there's a lot more that needs to be done
now. and with the personnel that we have, when everybody is healthy and everybody's ready to go, you know, like dude, I really love how Greg and I play together. Like,
I love it too.
Disarm the Fallen is so much fun for me, and having him come in to our camp is it's going to do wonders for us, you know. So if y'all out there, you know, like if you remember any of the times that we've had a 2-guitar lineup, you know, and I've always kind of wanted that again.
I gave up. I gave the fuck up. I gave up trying to find a keyboard player.
It couldn't be better.
I gave up finding a bass player.
Oh, speaking of, look who's watching.
I gave up. Ah! Fuck you, you sexy bald-headed bitch. I was just talking about giving up on quality musicians, and a quality musician just steps into our shit.
Yep.
Yeah, Corey. Yeah.
I love you, man.
I love you, dude. I love you, baby. But anyways, I just gave up.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck it. Let's just go as a 3-piece. Let's just go as a fucking 3-piece and just do it without a fucking bass till somebody comes in.
Yeah. I was getting ready to buy an octave divider and just do it. Yeah.
Oh, you were going to Ray Manzarek that shit.
Yeah, baby.
But yeah, but it ended up coming out, and it ended up coming out on top because 2 people that I wanted in our personnel we got.
Yeah.
And that I can make peace with.
I couldn't be happier about that.
Yeah, man.
Now we just have to get them healthy and at full stride and
fuck me too.
Get all the material down.
I need to drop a couple of tons, the fat bastard. You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
You're a fat bastard.
Give me about 10 pounds of that.
Baby, if I could, I'd stick a fucking vacuum cleaner in the tip of my ass and suck me out and shove it up yours and blow it up. But medicine don't work that way, unfortunately. God damn it.
Unfortunately.
Because baby, I got more than enough to spare. I could probably feed the whole fucking African nation that's hungry off my fat ass gut.
I can't keep it on, man.
You lucky motherfucker.
That's what a lot of people say.
Fuck yeah, Captain Cadaver.
Captain Cadaver, that's right, baby.
You badass motherfucker. That's right.
Did I tell you, I ran into a fella, I don't know if you know him, he called himself by the name Blackbeard, I don't know. He's big tall fella, wears a vest. I think he's probably one of those, fellows that's affiliated with one of the, the metal clubs or whatever. But he was there, and this fella also had an amputation, not very recently. Like, he told me that it was done in December, and he said he was up and walking without crutches by March. So, because I told him about Corey's issue, and he was like, man, it's a bump in the road, it's not the end of the road. Like, just keep that in mind. I'm like, yeah, well, you're living proof. Because dude was, I didn't know he had a prosthesis, and he, like, when I mentioned that, he just pulled his pants leg up and tapped it. He was like, had this off in December, was up walking without crutches by March. So, that.
Fuck my shit.
It just lets you know that we got, it's not a forever thing, and it's definitely surmountable.
Well, yeah, but still, it sucks.
It sucks that we've all been dragged through so much bullshit. Like, each and every one of us in our own little way has been dragged through a lot of bullshit. Corey, I think, more than any of us in a lot of ways. But, like, we've all kind of had our own little things. You probably just equally as Corey. And, now Greg's got a few things to work out.
But the whole time I was in that fucking hospital, man. The whole time I was in that fucking hospital, all I did was just cuss and raise hell. I raised hell. I didn't want to be there.
I wouldn't expect any less, though.
Oh, when they come in, I'd look at them, what the fuck do you want? They put IVs in my fucking hand, and what am I sitting here doing? Jerking off on my fucking phone. Playing my fucking phone, right?
Jan, what's up, bro?
And I'm just playing away on my phone, playing Iron Maiden, playing Marvel. And I'm just sitting there just rocking away. Your IV came out again. I didn't get it. We got to get somebody else.
That was the worst part to me about ever being in the hospital, is the pincushion thing. I hate getting stuck. I hate shots. I hate getting blood drawn. It's like over and over and over.
I just want do what I wanted to do is just hype my ass up and just fart real fucking loud.
I fart in your mouth.
Yes. Just rip a loud thunder. Like speak tongues with my asshole. My eyes be rolling back in my head.
Oh Lord.
Fucking burning pentagrams show up in the hospital. This is what I think of your shit.
They couldn't hold you. They couldn't contain you.
Nah, man, when they come in, I was honest as fuck. But still, Dr. Hedberg was the one that I wanted to... I'll tell you what, if my dick was big and long enough, I'd have slapped him with it. He come in there, he just, oh, well, you got your vest. And I'm like, yep, I need my funny clown shoes, my wig, and my nose. You don't have to wear it if you don't want to. And he's being, yeah, it came off cockish. But then that's when I looked at him and said, how old are you? I'm 33. And I was about to say, I've shit turds older than you, son. I have turds still up in my asshole that are older than you. Motherfucker, I've got hairs on my head older than you. Please, don't fucking bore me. You know? My favorite toy collection is about your age, Gold. You know? Pick one, suck it, and then move to Nantucket. You know? Fuck that shit. Yeah, man. I mean, come in there nice. Because I didn't want to wear that fucking stupid thing.
Yeah.
I didn't want to wear that stupid fucking thing. And I challenge anybody to walk around rocking one of those things and think you're fucking cool. You look like the old man from Christine who Arnie buys the car from. Or I wish they would have given me a black one because I'd have got garters and I'd have painted my shit up and I'd have just got outside going, I'm a sweet transvestite. It was a bra, dude. Yeah. It was a fucking bra. It had the hooks like a bra. And they're like, well, you know, you probably have, I don't have problems removing bras. You know, but I just never thought I would be wearing one. What the fuck is the world coming to when the manliest man on earth is rocking a bra? I don't give a fuck if it's got defibrillators in it. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if it's got Little Caesar's pizza in it. In fact, I wouldn't have worn it if it had Little Caesar's pizza in it. But I'm sorry. Oh, I love you. And I back up. And but yeah, I wouldn't have enjoyed myself at all. And I didn't. And I'll tell you what, I already had problems fucking sleeping. That thing would go off if the electrodes weren't attached properly to your body.
Yep.
So I'd be laying down and be asleep and whoop, 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 and are the fucking Nazis coming? Is Skynet about to launch a bomb? No, it's my goddamn bra!
Oh, shit.
Victoria's Secrets. Yes. You know.
Oh, Lord. I'm just glad.
Love you too, Zachy Poo.
I'm just glad that, you know, you're back to your old hateful self.
Yeah, I am. And you know, sometimes my feet swell. Sometimes certain things get shitty. And I need to lay off the Coca-Cola. But I'm trying.
Lay off the Coca-Cola as I sit here and drink one myself.
I have no idea what you're talking about, sir.
No idea. Nope, me neither.
Yeah, I have no idea. But
we should have an endorsement with Coca-Cola.
We should. I should at least have one with Mr. fucking Pibb.
Dude, I should have an endorsement with Coca-Cola and Jar and Black.
Chuck Taylor's.
Yeah, man.
Chuck Taylor. I want them to make my flaming green chucks with my pentagram radiation symbol. That's what I want. When Walmart used to have the shit junk chucks, I used to get those motherfuckers and paint them up, deck them out.
Yeah. And
use fucking acrylic fabric paint and Sharpie markers. Just draw the shit in and paint around the borders and paint around that. And my God, people would always go, man, your chucks are fucking fat. I'm like,
yeah.
You know, I was proud of my shit.
You gotta have that style.
Yeah, man, because I still want to get a black jersey and put 2 green 9s on it. Like 99 on a black and green jersey.
I we could do that.
I would love that. Because Anthrax killed me when they come out on stage with the Pentathrax when We Come For You All.
Uh-huh.
And they would come out wearing all the shit, and they would have their numbers on the back. And Steve Harris would be playing his Iron Maiden jersey, and on the back, number 11, Harris. Because that was the number he had when he was in football, when he was growing up.
Yeah.
And that would have been the number he'd have taken when he went to West Ham, if he would have went to West Ham instead of playing in Maiden. But, I mean, all of us all had numbers. all of us fucking rocking our shit, we'd look like a fucking sports team. You couldn't fuck with that.
Except my skinny ass. I'd look like a wannabe.
You know what I was thinking too? Baseball jerseys.
Baseball jerseys are sweet.
Fucking hair, the green trim.
Yeah.
Black with the green, with the lime green trim.
Merchandising.
Where the money of the real movie, or where the real money of the movie is made. Harrah the flamethrower. The kids love this one. And last but not least, Harrah the doll. Me. May the Schwartz be with you. Adorable. But yeah, did I show you that? That's a homie.
That's pretty cute, man.
And that was a figure I made of me about 20 years ago. If you notice, I'm fattening him up. And his pants hung over here as opposed to over here, so I'm making it like I'm putting my hands in my pocket on this side of it, because you know I always tuck my jerseys in, and I'm going to put a jersey on it and try to make the nines glow in the dark.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, man, because you know I have all these little figurines and shit. And I found that, and I said, man, that's going to be like a new fucking thing, because I've got people asking, and number 14 you have. What do you want as a number?
I'm going to have to get back to you on that one.
I know the one you should take, motherfucker.
What's that?
69.
69?
That's the one you should take.
Okay, well, I mean, if we're going to go with what matches your personality, I guess. You know, I used to be obsessed with, let's see, number 3 was a big one because that was Ruth's number. 24 I wore a lot for some reason.
Hey, Tina Martinez.
Yeah.
That motherfucker was a great third baseman. Great. Tina was a great ball player. Yeah, man.
I'm not even sure why 24, but I used to wear 24 a lot. Any multiple of 7 for some reason.
And see what's weird is I have to do things
so 21 I liked.
In evens, but 99's
I liked, 7 I liked.
That was Adam's number.
Yeah, so I mean, like, I liked most multiples of 7 for some reason. So yeah, 28. I don't know. Like I have weird numbers that I like. I have no idea why 24. 24 was a weird one.
Hey, man.
3 was a big one for me, but that's a Ruth thing.
God, I love him.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. Like,
I love that motherfucker so much.
I'd probably just pick one random, maybe 7. 7 for Vi. Yeah.
And for Mickey Mantle, sir.
Yeah.
And the Mick laid his bat around all over the place, and I don't mean the one that they kept at Yankee Stadium.
Ha ha ha.
See?
Yeah.
And the best switch hitter in the fucking game, man.
Yeah, dude.
And the only reason why he didn't win 61 and 61 was because he took that fucking vitamin shot that infected his ass. And Billy Crystal did such a good job on that fucking movie.
Yeah.
Tom Jane was a scary, perfect Mickey Mantle.
I don't think I've seen that.
Oh my God, dude, it's incredible.
I gotta watch
and
that.
Barry Pepper was Roger fucking Maris and looked just like him.
Nice.
And the guy they got to play not Babe, but fucking Yogi Berra.
Really?
Oh, because, dude, Yogi was the heart of that team. You know, I mean, he was the most quotable man since Winston Churchill.
I saw a quote from Yogi one time where he was on a slump or something, and whoever was managing at the time was chewing his ass about being in a slump, and they would say, "Yogi, you gotta think at the plate," you know. And he's like, "How the hell am I supposed to think and hit at the same time, coach?"
Baseball's only 90% half mental. Wow, Steve McQueen looks really good in this movie. He must have made it before he died. I go to people's funerals. Otherwise, they won't go to yours.
Otherwise, they won't go to yours.
It ain't over till it's over. If you win, you get the yoo-hoo. If you don't, you get the boo-hoo. Or what was the other one? The general manager of the Yankees called him one morning and said, "Oh, I'm sorry, Yogi, did I wake you?" "No, I had to wake up to answer the phone anyways." At Personal Pizzas, lady asked Yogi, "How many slices you want?" "4. I don't think I can eat 8. It gets late early out here.
Oh gosh.
That man,
amazing.
Oh dude, he just had this warm, genuine way of critiquing life in such a strange, like, offset honesty. And you don't get that anymore.
Yeah.
You don't get that. You just don't get a quotable guy like that. I mean, I'm trying to think of somebody who was as quotable.
Oh man, there's barely anyone.
And no, there isn't.
Not at least not in baseball.
Yeah.
Not
well,
even in life in general, probably. But
Churchill has him.
Yeah, maybe.
Because my favorite quote of all time, absolute favorite quote: "I like a man who grins when he fights."
That's beautiful. Yeah.
And the other one: "You have enemies? Good. That means you stood up for something in your life."
Yep.
Don't trust a man who doesn't have enemies. And I'm like, because, dude, that's why Churchill sits up there. But eventually I've got to clear out a space. I've got a little space over here.
Uh-huh.
But I'm thinking about kind of migrating this whole third row over, like taking everything down and kind of reworking some of the Migos back over there.
Man, that's a big job.
Oh, it'll take about a day and a half probably.
If I could move this camera, I would show you what he's talking about. But man, that's substantial.
I don't know. No, we can't.
We could, but like we'll fuck it up.
Maybe when we wrap up, we'll try to do it. Like get a slow picture of it.
Speaking of, my working ass probably better.
What time is it?
Log off and head on home. It's about 12 after 11 right now.
Oh shit.
So if anybody out there, if anybody's got any questions, anybody got any comments, anything you want to ask us, anything you want us to talk about real quick before we wrap up, now would be the time.
Yeah, picture pages. Open up the picture pages.
And
I'll pull out my Mortimer Ichabod marker.
And we will try to let you know the next time we do this, but we're very random with this shit, so sometimes it just kind of happens. And
we're like, because I had to make Brandon the first person on our show. Because we have so many interesting, wonderful, excellent people who are musicians, non-musicians. People who sunlight and moonlight on all kinds of different jobs, applications, and what have yous through life. And we're so blessed to know so many wonderful people in our lives.
And if you all have, someone that you would like to see come on here and just shoot the shit with us, let us know, man.
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
willing to accommodate people.
But and there's a whole lot of people who politely asked, I'll be on the show.
Yeah, we've already got 2 or 3 lined out.
Yeah, we've got 2 or 3 lined out. But just...
Tom talked to me,
yeah.
wanted to come on with us.
Well, Sid wanted to be on here. Who else? There was, Demetria said she's going to come down.
Yeah?
Yeah, she's saying, I'm coming down on one of these.
That's
and,
cool,
yeah, so... Yeah, there's, if anybody's interested in doing it, just let us know. We'll try to work something out.
Hook us up with someone.
Yeah, man, because what we're trying to do is, we know you love us, and thank you for that. I still wonder what the fuck you all are thinking.
One of these days we will have Corey on here. I'd like to get I'd love to get all the members on here at one point or another. Not all together at the same time because it would just be chaos.
Yeah,
but I really would love to get each individual member on here, kind of feature them a little bit, maybe talk about influences.
Yeah, talk about what they do, how they do it, and give everybody because we're going to try to offer something to our heretics and the Legion, an inside, in-depth look at us.
Yeah. For better or for worse.
The sights, the sounds, the smells of Spinal Tap. But yeah, I mean, just try to make Corey's ass in there. I never see the vestige. What we're trying, and it's not because we're just saying all the other members are not important enough. No, all the other members are either working or laid up right now.
Or far away, you know.
Yeah, laid up and far away.
Well, and like when it comes to Greg, we'll probably have to put Greg on the weekend, because that's about the times that Greg has. He's kind of an early riser for the most part through the week. And I mean, we could start one maybe earlier in the evening and maybe get him down here.
Yeah.
We'll see. I'd love to get Greg on here.
Yeah,
Eric would be great, but we just have to work with Eric's schedule. Eric's always working, it seems like.
I'm gonna tell you what.
I would love to have Eric on here. Eric would crack you fuckers up.
Eric would, if we could do it enough to where it would be feasible, I would just have him be the third guy in the fucking show.
That would be great.
Because he is so, like Kenny and I, like we were saying earlier, if you want to talk about comic books, I got you covered. You want to talk about guitars and music, Kenny's got you covered. You want to talk about baseball, we've got you covered. You want to talk about everything in fucking between, Eric got you covered.
Yeah.
One of the most, I'm going to trail off here a second. They were talking about, like when I was in the Ghost of Now, they were all talking about the Da Vinci games. And dude, Eric literally did an Ace Ventura. He does a bong hit, goes into the kitchen, everybody starts talking about it. He spins around from walking around into the kitchen, comes into the living room, lowers his head, sucks his chest up, and goes, "The Da Vinci Code is a movie loosely based off of Holy Blood, Holy Grail, a book by this author named da-da-da-da-da. The book was so compelling to Tom Hanks and the producers that they decided to do a movie kind of loosely following the text that was the book. The movie is this and this and that, and it covers this part of this and this and this and that." And just everybody in the room is just going, well, I heard it all before because I was with him around the time when he was reading it.
Yeah.
And right after that, it was either before or after that, he was on a huge Hunter S. Thompson kick.
Yeah.
And that fucker, dude, the way you motherfuckers veg and what do they call it when they're watching a whole series? Binge, okay. The way you motherfuckers binge on Netflix is the way E-Dog Seckman binges on books.
Yeah, Eric's a well-read individual.
Oh, dude.
Very well-read, very clever.
He makes me look like a fucking moron. And I ain't smart sometimes. But I'm smart. What up, Eric? But I'm smart. But Eric puts me in my place numerous times. He firmly puts me in my place. And there'll be times when somebody else will say something, oh, well, blah, 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 period. And just the whole room just goes. He will shut you down with a fucking sentence.
Those one-liners.
Oh, my God.
Jesus.
I remember the first pair of tits I ever saw.
Thanks, Mom. Jesus Christ. What a fucking genius.
What a world.
I love him.
What a life. That son of a bitch, we had this bad run where he and I would send messages back and forth to each other of movie clips. And he won when he sent me Clark Griswold's Complete Meltdown at Christmas.
Yes.
And then he called back, hallelujah, holy shit, where's the Tylenol? Click. And I called him back, left a voicemail, and I said, you won. I'm done. And I did the pip. I clapped my hands and waved my hands. I was like, I'm done. He crushed me. How the fuck can you come back from that?
That's what he does, man.
Fuck yeah, that's what he does. He's fucking brilliant. So yeah, we need to get him on here.
We need Greg. We need Corey.
Yeah, we need to get these people together, and we're gonna start trying to do that, and kind of because it almost seems like everybody else isn't getting a fair share of the band, and I would really like that to change. So when everything kind of lightens down, when my burdens are easier to carry, when Kenny has a couple of moments of more free time than what he gets, what we'll try to do is try to organize it to where we can like plan ahead, make sure there's time to do it, get somebody in. But we should seriously like throw out a communique and be like, motherfucker, sit your ass. Because I told him, because like when Jenny came on the first episode and was like, he sent me here. And he don't even have Facebook, but knew we were on.
How did he do it?
I don't know. I just don't fucking know, but I love it. Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, and I sent it, and the last time I sent him a message, I said, man, I said, you need to come on here. He said, I think it would be fucking fun.
Yeah, it would. It would
so,
be great.
Yeah, and I mean, we're just kind of building all this up for you. And Zach said that last he had was a Gibson SG, ended up stolen over some fucked up shit.
I love me some SGs. Gibson, I'm not a Gibson guy.
I love Gibsons. They're heavy.
SGs are light. Yeah. SGs are super light, and the thing that's cool about an SG is that the cutaway is much more accessible to get up to the higher frets. I can't wrap my head around the SG. First of all, is neck heavy because the body's so light. It's just that it's a little neck heavy, and they tend to dip.
Oh, dude.
And yes, hell yeah, 100%.
Oh shit, Mr. Lake.
We need him.
Please don't call down the thunder. Because I'd hate for you to get wet. You don't know, man. Y'all motherfuckers might come on episode 8, and there might be a sexy ball bitch in between. He might be the dick between the two balls. We might have a serious fucking jerk-off issue here. Hairy balls, bald cock. It works.
It doesn't.
It works. So, yeah, man. Yeah, Nightcore. But yeah, I mean, seriously, I think that would be excellent.
Definitely.
So, yeah, Corey, hit us up here after we say goodnight. But
which we're going to have to do.
Yeah, we're going to do that now. But to everyone out there, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for whatever.
Yeah.
And
thanks
plus,
for all your support. Thanks for, like, keeping us alive on Spotify and YouTube and whatever you're listening
numbers
on.
Are still
like they're
still moving.
We're still getting plays. So like if you got Spotify, if you got Apple Music, if you got Amazon, whatever, however the hell it is you listen to your music, just search for us, man. If you found us here, you can find us there. So thank you guys for doing that. Thank you guys for just hanging out and like indulging our bullshit and listening to us rap about fucking Marvel and fucking Disney and
Joey Diaz
and baseball.
Stay black, you motherfuckers. I'm from the Church of What's Happening Now.
And we will be back. We do these whenever we get a wild hair up our ass and whenever we feel like it's been a little too long. So we try to keep it to at least once a week, sometimes twice.
We'll do an Aaron Lewis. It's been a while since I had a fucking podcast.
That's what I'm gonna start sending you when we schedule these.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Yeah, that'd be it.
That'd be great.
That'd be it.
So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and sign off here.
Stay black, you motherfuckers.
Yes, go with God and don't take any wooden nickels.
Don't let your don't get your dick caught in your zipper. Don't let your meatloaf, and don't fall off the couch or don't fall off the counter when you're staring at your asshole in the mirror. And if you're trying to lick your balls, don't roll off the couch.
And I hope you get more tootsies and turds.
Tootsies and turds, man. Hey, we're building more and more to this. We're talking we're going to give a fucking hour just for our goodbyes. But happy trails, you hooker bitches.
We love you all.
And before we go, a deal's a deal.
Yeah, let's see if we can show this off here.
Yeah, let me show you.
Let's just take the tour, actually, of all the...
There's my reaction figures of Alien. There's Ego's head beside a Jack Burton and Snake Plissken's.
Got several Snake Plissken's.
There's Hawkeye and BJ. There's Heisenberg and Gus. My Snake Plissken's. These are the Biff Bang Pow Mego dolls up there, the Battlestar Galacticas. I have almost all of them.
Got a RoboCop up there.
Oh, I got a sexy RoboCop.
You got several Eddies back over here.
There's fucking Roddy Piper holding Hulk Hogan's severed head with the word hack.
It's badass.
And there's John McClane. There's Philo Beto, and Clyde's over here somewhere. There's Cornelius and Zira. There's 2 Minutes to Midnight Eddie. Somewhere Back in Time Eddie. There's my Reaction Eddie figures and a Planet of the Apes figure that Jimmy gave me. The Spitfire up in front. There's some Iron Maiden loves right there. There's my... Oh, fuck. Where'd that other Popeye go? Well, my Popeye Pez's fell. I'm going to have to straighten that up. Yeah, my 61 Popeye Pez. And there's my Thanos Mego doll that Brian Leitner did the outfit for. There's the Stretch Monster's head on a Joe body. There's Lego the Mego. Yes, he has my tattoos. The doll of my dad's beside of him. Dead Man, the GL Core. Of course, you got Hulk, Thor, and all them mugs back there in the thing. And that's just a portion, but I was saying I'm going to switch from Ripley to over there and kind of like reverse the figures to where I can stand more of my 3 3/4 inch figures right there as opposed to them being over there. Where's my hand? Yeah, all this over here, like right here somehow. And that's going to be that's going to be a test. But anyhow, we're signing off. We love you. Stay black. And if you ever need us, don't call. Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you. Keep smiling until then. Who cares about the clouds when we're together?
Just sing a song and think about sunny weather.
2, 3, 4. Happy trails to you till we